Yes, Rico.
All right, Mike. Fresh off of Super Bowl Media Day, you know, that event that everybody looks forward to.
Total waste of time.
One bit of knowledge or a question was asked, and Travis Kelce gave an answer that I think may have shocked some people. Travis Kelce believes that his brother Jason will return next year. He thinks he still has some football left in him. Do you see Jason Kelce back on an NFL roster next season?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't want to hear from the Kelce brothers ever again. I find them completely insufferable. So stay, go, launch yourself to Planet Nebular. I don't care. I don't care. Guy's 35 years old.
David?
I do see him returning. Somehow, in some way, I don't think he can get away from football. I think he's stuck. Either he's going to coach one day immediately after retiring, but I see him back on the field next year.
See, I can see coaching. I don't see him playing. Because when players are already contemplating retirement, they've tapped out, this is how you get injured. He's already said his goodbyes. For him to come back, I think would be an epic mistake for the Eagles or whoever signs him.
Wake me up when they're both gone.
Speaking of Eagles will start the year off on a Friday night on that Labor Day weekend.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
In Brazil.
I quit. I mean, you knew it. You knew the NFL would keep pushing the limits with the international games. It was never going to slow down. It started out as London. Then we went over to Mexico City. And, hey, look, we're in Stuttgart. Now we're in Brazil. I don't care. Play a game in Antarctica for all I care. As long as the Lions aren't in it, I really don't care. It's terrible for the players. The whole vibe, it's weird. I swear they pay these people in foreign countries. Like, wait, is that a Brazilian man in a Steve Atwater jersey? And you're like, there's no way. There's just no way.
What do you mean? Jim Zorn has always been my favorite player.
Wait, is that a throwback Don Muehlbach jersey in Germany? Come on. So, yeah, great. Enjoy. Whatever.
All I have to say is I want to be there. That's
What?
it. It's Brazil.
What about it?
Just saying.
If you know, you know. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, well.
Okay, thank you.
All right. This blitz has a theme to it, and I think you'll understand.
What's this?
Second.
Things Mike hates for 400, Alex?
Well, close.
International games and the Kelce brothers. Man, can't wait to hear what's next. Let's talk cancer.
Yesterday, a former player said he was thinking about coming back to the league. Running back Le'Veon Bell says he is going to make a comeback at the age of 31.
I quit. You got to be kidding me.
No.
Are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious. Le'Veon Bell publicly said he is going to get ready. He wants to come back to the NFL.
David, right here, right now. Le'Veon Bell, league minimum. You want him?
No.
See?
No. And he wants to play for the Steelers, but I'm good.
Yeah, I got Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris. You're 32. You tried your hand at like cage fighting or whatever the hell he did.
Yeah.
Last thing I remember about Le'Veon is he was having some kind of threesome or something, and the chick stole his jewels.
He got robbed until they were like, well, you need to fill out a police report. You know what? That's okay. We're good. We're good. Le'Veon, where'd you meet him, huh? Never mind.
Who are you talking to?
We're good.
I have no... Again, Rico continuing the theme. These are 3 straight questions, 3 straight chair drops from me.
Shall we make it 4?
Yeah, world hunger.
Mike, another piece of information that came out at Super Bowl Media Day.
Oh, God.
And it wasn't Taylor Swift related. Kadarius Toney.
I'm out. He's effing with me now.
Kadarius Toney came out and said he still believes he is a number 1 receiver in the NFL and that someone should give him a chance to be their number 1.
He is number 1. I think it is one of those things we see it in everyday life. There are just certain people, and no one around them wants to tell them they're actually an idiot or they're delusional. Like you make the Uncle Lenny jokes. Like nobody wants to tell Uncle Lenny you're actually a complete degenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Kadarius Toney has done nothing right as a professional. Nothing. Who's putting a microphone in front of Kadarius Toney to hear that remark?
Well, he had a crowd around him, and they were asking him to clarify some of the comments that he made on Instagram.
When he told the team to bleep his D?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, what is there to clarify about that?
He says, I'm a man, and I can accept my mistakes. I just like to accept my wins, and I'm moving past that now.
What wins? What wins?
Because we are here now, and we're trying to win. That was his answer to basically telling the Chiefs what they can do.
Okay, then.
All right.
Can Rico continue the streak of egregious questions?
Yes, I can. Let's go 5 for 5, Mike. You'll like this one, though. The Jets are looking to put Zach Wilson up for trade. See? Will the Jets get anything for Zach Wilson?
Yeah. A paper mache statue of David's ding-a-ling. Who is giving up a singular gram of draft capital for Zach Wilson? Dude cannot play. Can't play. Who?
I don't know, but the Jets are going to put
him out there. I'll give you a seventh-round draft pick.
They're putting him out there. Who ends up starting Zach Wilson or Trey Lance?
I'll say Texas.
But yeah.
I just don't think you have any capital because unlike Trey Lance, we've seen Zach Wilson. We've watched the horror. He's awful. Cannot play. David, if you disagree, please speak up.
I'm just trying to figure out who starts.
Oh, come on now.
I can't see either one.
So, yeah, basically it looks as if he will be traded to become that backup. Some teams that the rumors are the Bills, the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Rams.
But your backup is supposed to help in some way.
Right.
How can he even help in the locker room with game planning or anything?
May as well sign a janitor.
Jeez.
Hey, Zach, clean the urinals. Hey, Patrick's done install 3. Why don't you mop that up a little bit?
All right. This one, it sounds a little too ridiculous, but if you were wondering why Mike Vrabel did not get a head coaching job, apparently he was a little too intimidating in the interviews. So here's what we have.
I swear. I give up. I got to go on vacation. You know what? We've officially lost cabin pressure. The fact that somebody took to air with that as a serious report, you know what?
The fact that some GM actually said that to a reporter, I think that's the bigger story, Mike, is that was consideration. Well, he's just too large of a human being and he's intimidating and I don't know what we want. Where you look at Detroit and if anything, you look at Dan Campbell, I can only imagine when him and Sheila met each other and she's like, wow, okay, that's a large man. I want him to be our coach.
You know what, David, take it away.
All right, this for you, Mike.
This is egregious on Rico's part. Go
ahead.
ahead.
This is the Mike Valenti special because this one, we're going to bring it home. We're taking it to church with this one, Mike.
Okay, let me hear it.
David, what has Mike often said? What don't we do?
We don't pay running backs?
Except maybe the trend is about to get broken. The Green Bay Packers general manager has come out and said he wants Aaron Jones to be a long-term part of his team. Are we now about to see running backs start to get paid?
You're missing you got to read the fine print. Because a week ago, they said, we want Aaron Jones back. It's just about at what number. They cannot pay him $14 million a year. He has to take a pay cut if he wants to stay there, period. I'm not telling you can't keep your running back around, but you know what I'm not going to pay him? 14, 15, 16 million a year.
But when you have your GM saying he's a part of our team, we need him to come back, don't you kind of paint yourself in a corner that you got to get this done now?
Good, let them. Because you know what I don't do?
Pay running back.
Thank you.
Well,
I'm not paying. I'm not.
You know what? I'll see you in 3 years.
That's fine. But guess what my answer is? Here's your preemptive. Farewell, Jameer. Here's a lifeboat. Float away. I'm not paying you $18 million a year.
Let me write this down for my receipts.
Yeah, you do that. You do it. You know what? All I'll say is this. I don't care. Brad Holmes can do whatever he wants to do. I just thought it was very bizarre to do the whole receipts thing when you don't have that Lombardi trophy next to you. And you didn't even make the game. But you want to do receipts? God bless. I don't care. Makes no difference to me.
Mike, it's rare when you get a bunch of stories that all align up that I'm like, oh, yeah. Mike's going to love this.
Hey, coming up tomorrow on Things Mike Hates.
Wait, come on, man. When you get Kadarius Toney and Zach Wilson and all these people.
Brazilian football games, Zach Wilson, the Kelce brothers, world hunger. Holy hell, David hit the button.
That's your NFL Blitz 97.1.